Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth. We are going to be continuing on with Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach. We're on chapter 8. I'm going to start a series on Maccabees too, so that, because you guys voted in the poll and you guys wanted Maccabees. So I'm gonna do some on that too, but the Sephirim, the Shamayim book, I'm still doing, but we can put that on hold for now. Okay. 8. Strive not with a mighty man, lest you fall into his hands. Be not at variance with a rich man, lest he overweight you. For gold has destroyed many, and perverted the hearts of kings. Strive not with a man that is full of tongue, and heap not wood upon his fire. Jest not with a rude man, lest your ancestors be disgraced. Reproach not a man that turns from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment. Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old. Rejoice not over your greatest enemy being dead, but remember that we all die. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint yourself with their proverbs, for of them you shall learn Torah, and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them you shall learn understanding, and to give answer as need requires. Kindle not the coals of a sinner, lest you be burnt with the flame of his fire. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap you in your words. Lend not unto him that is mightier than yourself, for if you lend him, count it but lost. Be not surety over your power, for if you be surety, take care to pay it. Go not to law with a judge, for they will judge for him according to his honor. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto you. For he will do according to his own will, and you shall perish with him through his folly. Strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place, for blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow you. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Do no secret thing before a stranger, for you know what he will bring forth. Open not your heart to every man, lest he requite you with a shrewd turn. 9. Be not jealous over the woman of your bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against yourself. Give not your soul unto a woman to set her foot upon your substance. Meet not with a harlot, lest you fall into her snares. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest you be taken with her attempts. Gaze not on a maid, that you fall not by those things that are precious in her. Give not your soul unto harlots, that you lose not your inheritance. Look not round about you in the streets of the city, neither wander in the solitary place thereof. Turn away your eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's woman, nor sit down with her in your arms, and spend not your money with her at the wine, lest your heart incline unto her, and so through your desire you fall into destruction. Forsake not an old friend, for the news is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, you shall drink it with pleasure. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for you know not what his end shall be. Delight not in the thing that the wicked have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. Keep far from the man that has power to kill, so shall you not doubt the fear of death. And if you come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away your life presently. Remember that you go in the midst of snares, and that you walk upon the battlements of the city. As near as you can, guess at your neighbor and consult with the wise. Let your talk be with the wise, and all your communication in the Torah of Al-Alion, and let just men eat and drink with you, and let your glorifying be in the fear of Yahuwah. For the hand of the artificer the work shall be commended, and the wise ruler of the people for his speech. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. 10. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahuwah, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. In the land of Elohim is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Bear not hatred to your neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Pride is hateful before Elohim and man, and by both does one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such one sets his own soul to sale, because while he lives he casts away his bowels. The physician cuts off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms. The beginning of pride is when one departs from Elohim, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that has it shall pour out abomination, and therefore Yahuwah brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. Yahuwah has cast down the thrones of proud princes, and set up the meek in their stead. Yahuwah has plucked up the roots of the proud nations, and planted the lowly in their place. Yahuwah overthrew countries of the heathen, and destroyed them in the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and has made their memorial to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear Yahuwah are a sure seed, and they that love him are an honorable plant. They that regard not the Torah are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. Among brethren he that is chief is honorable, so are they that fear Yahuwah in his eyes. The fear of Yahuwah goes before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of Yahuwah. It is not meet to despise the poor man that has understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that fears Yahuwah. Unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service, and he that has knowledge will not grudge when he is reformed. Be not overwise in doing your business, and boast not yourself in the time of your distress. Better is he who labors and abounds in all things, than he that boasts himself and wants bread. My son, glorify your soul in meekness, and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Who will justify him that sins against his own soul? And who will honor him that dishonors his own life? The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? 11. Wisdom lifts up the head of him that is of low degree, and makes him to sit among great men. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. Boast not of your clothing and raiment, and exalt not yourself in the day of honor, for the works of Yahuwah are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of has worn the crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. Blame not before you have examined the truth. Understand first, and then rebuke. Answer not before you have heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Strive not in a matter that concerns you not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if you meddle much, you shall not be innocent, and if you follow after, you shall not obtain, neither shall you escape by fleeing. There is one that labors and takes pains, and makes haste, and it is so much the more behind. Again, there is another that is slow and has need of help, wanting ability. and full of poverty, yet the eye of Yahuwah looked upon him for good, and set him up for his low estate, and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw from him is peace over all. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of Yahuwah. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Torah are of Yahuwah. Love and the way of good works are from him. Error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. The gift of Yahuwah remains with the Kodashim, and his favor brings prosperity forever. There is that waxes rich by his weariness and pinching, and this is the portion of his reward. Whereas he says, I have found rest, and now will eat continually of my goods, and yet he knows not what time shall come upon him, and that he must leave those things to others and die. Be steadfast in your covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in your works. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in Yahuwah, and abide in your labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of Yahuwah. On the sudden to make a poor man rich. The blessings of Yahuwah is in the reward of the Kodesh, or the holy, and suddenly he makes his blessing flourish, his barakah. Say not, what profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter? Again, say not, I have enough, and possess many things, and what evil shall I have hereafter? In the day of prosperity there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction there is no more remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto Yahuwah in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour makes a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered. Judge not blessed before his death, for a man shall be known in his children. Bring not every man into your house, for the deceitful man has many trains. As a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud, and like as a spy watches he for your fall. For he lies in wait and turns good into evil, and in things worthy of praise will lay blame upon you. Of a spark of fire a heap of coals is kindled, and a sinful man lays wait for blood. Take heed of a mischievous man, for he works wickedness, lest he bring upon you a perpetual blot. Receive a stranger into your house, and he will disturb you, and turn you out of your own. There was a part that I was going to go back to. Okay, back in Ecclesiasticus 10, 17 through 18. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and has made their memorial to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear Yahuwah are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the Torah are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. I was watching a video earlier today, and it was about generational curses. And it's saying here that any man born to a woman should not have anger in them, furious anger, or pride. But with generational curses throughout the family, if something happened to somebody's mother, if somebody's mother lost her children, then her children might lose their children, and it'll keep cycling on and on. Or if somebody's mother and father were drunks, it'll pass on to the next generation and keep going on and on and on. That's because of generational curses. So I just wanted to bring that into the lesson here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me see. Okay, here's my bookmark. All right, so now it is time to praise Yahuwah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked head shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Yahuwah knows who are his. Do your utmost to show yourself approved. Be ye not deceived by wolves in sheep's clothing. For in the last days there will be blasphemers and evildoers. Do not subject me to gossip and slander, because I will turn and walk away. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Praise the Most High for His loving kindness. The Ruach HaKodesh sustains me. Do not subject yourselves to the wicked. It will only ever end in strife. Do not cast your pearls onto swine. Yahuwah says, stay steadfast, keep my commands, for I call you mine. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you, and purify your hearts. For with Yahuwah, subject yourself to him, and you will bear much fruit. That was Last Days. That is one of my favorite praise songs because it encompasses the end of days and it encompasses our love for Yahuwah. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Baruch haba b'Shem Yahuwah. Much love. I have an everlasting love for all of you, as much as our Abba Yahuwah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth.